Good day, everybody. How's it going?
Start streaming, you.
All right. How's it going out there? So we're back to Aviary Attorney Part 2. But because it's French. And we are in France. Apparently. This game takes place in France, apparently. So it's Part 2. Deux. I at least know that much French. But apparently I don't know how to pronounce bourgeoisie. So I know how to pronounce bourgeoisie now. So we can pronounce bourgeoisie without having to go bourgeoisie. Anyways, last time we did our first case and ended up basically framing the wrong person, the wrong feline with the murder of a toad. And now we're on our second case. We had our first court appearance on that second case. And how's it going, Ava? And on that second court case, we didn't have all the evidence in line. Could have been better, but we did manage to at least drag out the proceedings enough where we had to have a second part. So we're going to collect some evidence. One of the big ones is we got to prove that the commanding officer who died of poisoning was not because of the rose, but because of the chocolate bar he ate. So we got to go to the chocolate bar and ask if this elephant saw the guy do that. So that's at least where we're going to start. I think we have like 5 days or something. Chocolate Emporium, I believe, is where we gotta go. Welcome back, messieurs. Have you decided to sample my fine chocolat? Or perhaps you just returned to ask more questions? It's just questions today, I'm afraid. Let me think. Who to ask about? Alright, so I gotta find the cop. Who's this guy, I believe? Major Howell, Royal Guard. Have you ever served a member of the Royal Guard by the name of Major Howell? No, monsieur. Are you sure? Yes, monsieur. I have served many soldiers, but I don't recall seeing a major in here from recent memory. What does that mean, Falcon? Have we lost our lead? Not necessarily. It just means that Major Howell didn't buy chocolate that may have killed him. There's the possibility that someone bought the chocolate for him. That's our lead. That's who we want to find. I see. I did once serve a high-ranking officer of the British Army who was on his way to Zimbabwe, if you want to hear that story. No, I don't want to hear that story. Let me think. Who to ask about? Well, now I don't have a lead at all. Like, Vautier? No. 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 An arrogant ass who works at the Royal Library. Rufus and Paul. Parrot with a big mouth. Who's this guy? Isn't that the guy we get in the artist studio? Have you ever seen a porcupine art of Finiciano called Eric Park? No, monsieur. Let me think. Who to ask about? Dang it. I think we asked about that goose on the last one. I forgot who else I asked about. Manager of Liquor and Joyex. That's the bar. Can I like cancel out of this and like... No, I've got to ask. Who's this? Judge? Oh, a snap the guy here. Ooh, what about this guy? Have you ever served a hairy robe in judicial robes named Judge Romulus? Oh my god! It is the judge! Shit! Oh! Oh no. I'm like, it's like the judge was kind of weird, right? Let me, my screen's doing weird things. Hold on a second. Let me edit scene here. Let's move this out a bit because I was starting to see some weird stuff on the screen here. There we go. That's better. Anyways, I got lucky on that last pick. I'm like, hold on a second. The judge, yes, the judge. Yes, monsieur. All right. Have you ever? Wait, did you just say yes? Yes, monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago, on the 6th of January, to be precise. Really? On the 6th of January, you had? Was it before or after they stormed the Capitol building? Jesus. Anyways. Did he say anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with custom filling. A custom filling? Some type of caramel. He provided himself, although unfortunately he didn't bring enough for me to sample. Actually, you're probably better off with that. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It might mean that this judge likes to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagelslack, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? I can do you one better, monsieur. I have an original copy right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand. It's okay for us to take it, monsieur. Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's consent is trivial, after all. I never forget. I'm an elephant. Chocolate receipt's been added to your evidence folder. Would you look at this thing? Judge Romanus signed it in green ink. Green ink! I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green. Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagelsack. You have been enormously helpful. I am glad to be of service. I wish you the best of your luck in your case, monsieurs. Excellent. So what else do we got? Le Canard Joy, need to pick me up. So this is the bar. R&M Associates. And in Paris, the Louvre Paris has been world famous hub for artists, scholars, and historians. So what sort of substance did he inject in there, though? I'm gonna go with the R&M Associates here. Oh, hello again. Hi, Mousy. Mousy, we have a message from you. It's from Prince Juan himself. He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter, whatever that means. Oh yes, the birds have migrated successfully. But if Monsieur, Prince Juan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go on, take them. These are used train ticket stubs? It looks like two people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy? Prince Juan said that it would be helpful in the trial. See the names! Gautier Saint-Jean, Nicole Saint-Jean? I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are. Neither do I, really. Prince Juan told me to book train tickets for these people, and then to make sure they caught the train. And so that's what I did. Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but I'll keep hold of them just in case. Ticket stubs have been added to the evidence folder. Let's go, Sparrington. I'm done playing courier. Good call. Oh, only one option. I'm feeling pretty confident about the case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. We've still got one day until trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we can revisit the Louvre. But maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canet Joyex. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You've been unusually quiet.
Falcon, we need to talk.
What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realize we are missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up.
So, I thought to myself, if I were to consume the wrapper itself, then maybe that may prove whether or not it contains traces of poison.
Well, sure, that would work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
Maybe.
Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
Heh, I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago.
Sparrowson! Sparrowson! Oh, crap. He definitely does things his own way, that Sparrowson. Like, you gotta watch this guy. He's a wild card. Doctor, is Sparrowson okay?
Well, he is not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it's safe to say your friend is not on his deathbed.
Oh, thank God.
How did you say this happened again?
It's a long story. Lawyer occupationing hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this?
I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology.
Well, then we came to the right place for Sparrowson. Ew!
But I have sent us for a specialist who should be here tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment.
Doctor, what mental specialty requires a big old frickin' needle? You're not doing lobotomies, are you? Good Lord, man. That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him.
Wait a moment, there's a matter of the bill.
You mean that thing on your face? We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down.
I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands.
This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. You! I finally found you! Did someone say something?
Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find.
I told you to drop the investigation, but you wouldn't listen. Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward.
All right, I'll step forward. It'll be the last thing you'll ever see.
Ooh. Game over, folks. Thank you for playing. Au revoir, JJ Falcon. What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2. Did it work? Ah, Dame Cataline.
I can't believe how easy you're to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up.
Alright, what do you guys think? Shut up, I made no mistakes, or ... I'm gonna go grab some liquid while you guys make that first decision. It's only me here right now? I thought there's 2 people. It says there's 2 people watching.
Silence! I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words that can excuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row.
It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Cataline.
It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all your failures?
I'm not making excuses.
Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ.
Don't call me JJ.
That's all you have to say? How pathetic. Don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow.
My grandfather? I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too?
What? No. What? No. I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur. Wake up. Can you hear me? I said wake up.
Pont des Arts. The newly built boasts a magnificent view.
Come on, monsieur. Wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure I would be able to find a doctor or a mortician.
My head. Where am I?
The Pont des Arts, you know, by the Louvre in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait! I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy, Giro Falcon or something.
What time is it? Actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January.
Of January. January, February, March, April.
And around 9 o'clock in the morning, by my reckoning.
21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial. I should have been at court 10 minutes ago.
Well, you're running late, but take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding.
Maybe if I sprint it.
In your condition, don't be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll get you some dry clothes.
No time.
Wait, monsieur, at least take this before you go.
What's this, a dip pen? No, it's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tight when I found you.
I was holding this? Then I suppose it has to be mine. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one.
Hey, don't call me a fisherman.
It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present? Such unprofessionalism. There is no defense, and the trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Swan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it's somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it will be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial has a chance to proceed and justice will be served.
You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but a guarantee.
Your Honor, you may appear to confuse. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You're the prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbiased trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That's very noble of you, but the defense is absent. Then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more of this matter. I will now talk with the jury.
The defense is present, Your Honor.
You're too late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu! JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up looking like a drowned rat, I had to hold him in contempt of court.
Your Honor. But Your Honor.
Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you and I shall have you both disbarred.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
The King of France? He's here?
Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity.
Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see.
You know, it's the 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began.
Well, the defense, he was late and,
Oh, pish-posh. France didn't become a great dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with the trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath and get us started. 25 trailer of Thomas. Season 25 for Thomas? You mean the Thomas the Train Engine? No, I haven't seen that. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections to the King's testifying. No objections here. Go ahead with the trial, it's fine with me. Oh, you surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the King, would you, Your Honor?
Ah, fine. Proceed with this cursed trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? Mattel took down the trailer because they didn't put. Oh, really? Was the trailer really that bad that they had to take it down? That's insane. My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do.
I was dressed in PJs at the time. I think you could skip ahead a little, perhaps your arrival at the Louvre. All right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's southern entrance at around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle de Tibet and, with little fanfare, at the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames and Messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony. It is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve! Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. Oh, the prosecutor's a rooster. The judge is somebody filling in for somebody, and that's just really sus. Select the statement to question. We entered through the south. We entered through the south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the cellar with little fanfare. In the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. Well, I have evidence that he's not the Prince of Spain. But that doesn't really obtain to the case too much. Little fanfare. In the Grand Gallery, I was unveiling a new painting and gave a short speech. I guess I'll have to go for the Prince of Spain thing. Your Majesty, you said you were presented by a rose by the Prince of Spain. Indeed, he formally introduced himself. I knew he was telling the truth because he kept calling me Signor. The man was not the Prince of Spain. Your Majesty, prosecutor, members of the court, brace yourselves because I have a revelation that will turn this trial on its head. Juan Cordero is not the Prince of Spain. That's not a revelation, Falco. It isn't? Of course not. We all know the current rule is Queen Regnant Isabella II and that she has no children. The Corderos are obviously pretenders to the throne. Prince Juan's title is probably self-appointed. But his name isn't even Juan. But his name isn't even Juan Cordero. I don't even think the fox is Spanish. So what? So what? That's important. JJ, what's important is the man is accused of committing murder and conspiracy of killing the king. Which I kind of knew going into this, which is why I didn't want to go into this topic, but I didn't know what other topic I could broach in this case. That is what is in dispute here. The man's name is irrelevant. He could be Juan Cordero or Bob Struney for all I care. It doesn't change the events that transpired on the morning of January 6th. God dang, what is it with January 6th this year? I suppose that's true. Do you have another question about Prince Juan? I find it curious that Major Howell snatched the rose before you can take it. Why did he do that? The Major has always been a protective fellow. I think he was just doing his diligence as royal guard. And given how he took the figurative bullet for me, I would say that he did his job well. Well, I can't argue with that. Do you have another question? Never mind, I have no more questions about Prince Swan. Didn't we say he came in from the west entrance already? Your Majesty, you said you entered the Louvre from the south entrance. Indeed, we approached from the Hotel de Ville, so it was an easy riverside stroll. Did you see anyone or anything suspicious around the Louvre's entrance? Suspicious? I'm afraid not, monsieur. Just the regular riverside types. Bourgeoisie, vendors, people who fish and the like. I see. No more question about the king's arrival. Your Majesty, you said you passed through the Salle du Turbulent uneventfully. Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at paintings and then moved to the Grand Gallery. There were several rooms between the Louvre's south entrance and the Grand Gallery, but you've only mentioned the Salle du Turbulent by name. Why is that? Oh, the Salle du Turbulent was the only room we looked around in detail. The other rooms we simply passed straight through. Why did you stop in that room specifically? Well, you see, there was a giant doorstop that caught my eye and sparkled a debate. Say no more, Your Majesty. Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle du Turbulent? So this is where we found the candy bar, I think. What did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly. I meant aside the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You are encroaching, JJ. The king had already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest. I have a reason to believe that this was a key moment of the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate exactly what and who he saw. Then I suppose you will have to proceed, Your Majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was this giant doorstop, and there was this copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else. Now that you ask, I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. Oh, no. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell has been keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No, please continue, Your Majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he may come to the realization that I was just not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, Your Majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some reverence to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan, probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was Mademoiselle Saigine. Mademoiselle Saigine? Saigine. That sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think it was. She was called Mademoiselle Saigine. I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Saigine gave chocolates to Major Howell a minute before he died. Now, just a minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because that evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates. Yes, that is no longer disputed, but you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. Yes. Shame on you, defense, implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why I ought in this trial? Hold on. I do have evidence that
the chocolate was in fact poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you have a piece of evidence that is significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it. Well, I can't. It's not the evidence folder type of evidence. Why am I not surprised? Oh, the drama is getting too good. Why did you all of a sudden go quiet? Well, Your Majesty, it appears the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, he lacks evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in the office, and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudoscientific experiment you performed does not constitute a valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs. I will not now deliberate with the jury. Objection! Sorry, I always wanted to do that. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yep, the doctor said I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poison chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note, see? It's too late. The trial is over. You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of this note could try the trial in its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of the public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served. I swear you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpetia Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These include profuse sweating, a rapid fever, severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. Music, shut the hell up. Music volume, go down one more. I can't talk over you. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the content of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... well, we can skip that bit. Oh, yada yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Felleret. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll need to question you. And the doctor is quite right. You are insane. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here? You can get his autograph later. Right. So what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note by a signed medical professional definitively proving the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear that's a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. Gah! So what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. The poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt to the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond the doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism
that is required by the good court of law. Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims?
Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Hello.
You. Sparrowson. It's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to the case, but what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness!
Surprise witness?
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Saigine, so that she can testify about Prince Swan's character.
You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, the court established that Mademoiselle Saigine is a possible suspect in this case.
What? That can't be right.
Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify.
You would like to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to?
I do. I have accepted my fate.
Prosecutor, do you have any objections for me calling upon Mademoiselle Saigine as a witness? No, none. Bearing in case, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Swan, not to convict Mademoiselle Saigine. Prosecuting is my job. Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath.
The oath?
Say that you swear to speak without hatred or without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record.
My name is Catherine Marie Saigine, and I am a flower seller.
Mademoiselle Saigine, tell the courtroom about your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Isn't the 6th of January?
Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to stop in Cellar de Turbe, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from moonswook, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire.
Why did you do it, mademoiselle?
Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely.
No, monsieur, I am confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and no one else's.
Well, defense, looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous poot. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Swan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap up this court session? No, not yet. I have further questions of the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You are here to defend Prince Swan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe the mademoiselle has admitted something huge of importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance? I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine. If it will shut you up, I will let you show one magically mysterious item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though.
Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say.
Does it ring any bells, mademoiselle?
No, doesn't have anything to do with me, I'm afraid.
Heh, useless. I knew there was nothing up your sleeve. I actually don't know, other than the receipt. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle.
Train ticket stubs?
Look at the names.
Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe?
They are. The tickets are arranged courtesy of the Fox.
Then that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely.
Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there?
I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. Then when I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would repay all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my pants. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
Ah! What a creative story! This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's basically floundering. Indeed, I've heard dozens of self-pity yawns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, this sort of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications of desperation.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Saint-Jean, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge of no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You say the judge lent you money, then you both have a signed contract when you made the transaction? The contract would suffice as proof.
The contracts were all verbal. Verbal? They're all verbal. And that's unfortunate for me because I have a speech impediment. Anyways, he has the money. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later did I have to repay him.
How convenient. Of course, this supposed contract doesn't exist. The mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, you have something. Do we think that the judge... Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Saint-Jean? A link. Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say without certainty that Judge Romulus made contact with Mademoiselle Saint-Jean in the past. I know this because at this very moment I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands? What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say? This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelsack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to
To a man named Romulus? The writing on the receipt's clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. The chocolates happened to be the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge was somewhat of a sweet tooth. But then, in conjunction with the Madame Liddell's updated testimony, that would imply the judge was directly involved in this assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is an indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of word with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed the receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up court documents with your signature and undertake handwriting analysis? That would be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off. Or that wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents. Heh, that'd be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. Green ink. Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks. I've been looking for that thing everywhere. I thought as much. Mesdames and Messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside a Salvatore hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I accidentally grabbed something from their garments when I was thrown into the Seine. Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude. This fountain pen is the item I grabbed. Did I say that pen is mine? On closer inspection, I see I must be mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color. And as we all know, only baddies write in green. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a few dozen people in Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it? Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Sabine. The receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It's certainly quite a coincidence. No, there's no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There's only one narrative that ties this whole ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison, originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Sagrine, a street seller who you owed a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, levered that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Sagine's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And when you failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Sagine to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine. I admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there's not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I'm the one that holds the gavel. I'm the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I can have each one of you guillotined at the Palace des Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me?
Nobody, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so highly. Attempting to murder the king. Corrupting cold ass. What an utterly repulsive individual. Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris, and the king and the government will fall. The bourgeoisie will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic, a republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me. Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course, carry on, Inspector. What? What happens now? I guess I'm supposed to take over the president judge's duties. Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Yay! Not guilty! What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in this king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
But as it happens, due process was not following during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law.
What does that mean?
He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, Monsieur. And thank you, Monsieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna?
I think so, but you'd have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he's arranged. Although now that Judge Romulus posed no threat, I suppose your parents are free to move back to Paris.
Actually, I may follow them to Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but also, I want to get away from here before, before the fighting starts.
You mean the revolution that Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem to be mentally stable. Pay him no mind.
It's not him, just him, Monsieur. It's in the streets. Everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too.
Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. But we're far from smart, so we're staying put.
I see. And good luck, Monsieurs. And farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle, don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you and me and the Fox, right, Falcon? That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Swan back to the Aviary office. I need to have some paperwork with Sevierne. Okie dokie. I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way you did, it was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I would have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? The trial's testimonies are completely invalid? Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial had preceded ample valid evidence of Mademoiselle Ségine to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet you she would have still been found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? You know, 10, even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Ségine. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or hanging or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The excruciating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to serve a guilty verdict, to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Ségine, and she would definitely be convicted, but that would not serve justice. I'm going to say you're a good lawyer. You're a good lawyer, Cocorico. Well, you're not terrible, Falcon. I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. What am I doing? Still using that old accent. Of course I meant Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. That's no big deal. We were just doing our jobs. No, your job ended where you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled and caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out. Wait, Monsieur Vulpes, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh, more reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon. Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Vulpes. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's why we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked cop judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or another. Listen, Monsieur Falcon. You'll probably have a surge of work over the next coming days. If you want me to dig up dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time. Dig up dirt? I am a private investigator. It's what I do. We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. Good day, Monsieurs. I'm gonna get a drink. Seriously, Falcon? What? I was just gonna ask if you wanted tea or coffee. Alright, end of Act 2, guys. Woo! and no sudden twists of me, putting an innocent man to death row this time. Hey, at least that means Ava Nova's theory that we were going to judge a bunch of innocent people and get them all jailed was incorrect. So let's continue to Act 3. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Whew. Guess you shouldn't have shot that one. I can't believe he's skipping work again. I swear if I find that moping bird at the frickin' La Grande Joya. Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, No, wait. It's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? It's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It's what the Wolf Judge said about a revolution. Ah, Shaw, that guy's off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we wouldn't get any work done at all, am I right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. You're gonna be in the next Smash Brothers. This is a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. Sauvignon? Sauvignon. So is that the rooster's name? What was I pronouncing wrong? All right, ahem. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite of the Palais de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Voltaire. That's it. How terse. Well, it is Voltaire. Valerty? God, frickin' Yankee tongue. A proposal from the inspector. Interesting. Oh, the wine he's asking for, Sauvignon. Got it. See, I'm not much of a drinker. I don't know how. Like, for number one, I don't speak much French, and number two, I don't drink all that much. So you combine those two elements together, and it's like, I sound like a drunkard because I don't pronounce drinking words correctly. Do you have any idea what his Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we going to meet him and find out? We may as well. I don't know what sort of proposal Inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without hearing him out. Grab your coat. All right, no dilly-dallying. I like that. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill for my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Like, you know, inside the cafe? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the Ancien regime. Wait, do you think the inspector worked here during the Ancien regime? Do you think he somehow got his old... Do you think that's how he got his old war wounds? It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm sure the inspector isn't that old. Well. Servine, what are you doing here?
Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector.
What could he want with all three of us?
It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to cooperate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck.
A big investigative role? Sounds juicy.
Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus?
No, what?
He escaped from prison before we could try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper before he fled for the hills.
So he escaped justice.
For now, but don't fret. Nobody managed to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Oh, good. You're all here.
Excuse me, Monsieur Mr. Inspector Voltaire, sir. Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison?
Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impotent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood.
Oh great, now you've set him off.
We were given orders to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead and I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and saw the looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian killer himself. Ahem. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here. Oh, right, of course, why we are here. What I am about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential. You understand, it's a matter of national security. You've probably heard France is under threat from a certain heinous group.
Oh no. Terrorists, revolutionaries, or hipsters, guys? Hipsters. That is funny. So what do you guys think? Terrorists, revolutionaries, or hipsters? Who's the biggest threat of our times? Hipsters, arise! Hey man, we're here for to take it to the bourgeoisie, man. Like down with the man. Gamers. wait. So that's a vote for hipsters, right? Gamers rise up, man. Furries. Oh god, that'd be a very adverse threat. I don't know if we could deal with that. Wall Street betters. Oh. Reddit forum posters. Alright. I think hipsters was closer to gamers, so.
Hipsters.
It's true. The other day, I was called a pop-loving pleb for enjoying shopping.
Now's not the time for joking, you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct. A rebellion is coming. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. The Paris Police Department have known about it for months. No, years. And we're just telling you now because we're good at our job. Just like real cops. Anyways, in every tavern, on every street corner, people are talking of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. I mean, this is just France, right? The king has ordered for the public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored but the whisperings of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take an angry citizen's ability to speak, they'll just get even angrier. Indeed. And that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebellion group as soon as possible. For aught, I will need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do you have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur.
Like the sandwich?
What?
The Croque Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Therefore, throw on some peppers if it's Friday night.
This has nothing to do with sandwiches.
Croque Monsieur is the alias
Of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, there's everything that the Parisian police know.
That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking?
We're good at our jobs, okay?
Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance.
Suck up. That's good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. What about you, Falcon?
Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand what you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte.
You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produced with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defend Dame Counterline and Prince Swan. I heard of your escapades around the city. Frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Counterline, it doesn't matter. You have a passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office and twiddle your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation?
Alright, this is a big one, I'm gonna guess. Should we do it or should we not do it? I mean, he is quite a flatterer, I gotta say. He's certainly flattering me with his, like, my commitment and drive and stuff.
I bet you get roped into it anyway. I probably do get roped into it anyway. I want to say no too, because like I'm a defendant. I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not supposed to be working with the police. The police and I are supposed to have a it's like not a really adversarial relationship, but like oh, he's upset. Ah. I don't think so. Sorry, Inspector. Come now, Falcon. Don't make hasty decisions. What would it take for me to change your mind? Some compensation would be nice. Nothing would convince me. Nothing would convince me. I appreciate the offer, Inspector, but my mind is made up. That is most unfortunate. Well, then I shan't keep you any longer. Thank you for your understanding. Come along, Sparrowson. We have a business to attend to at the office. We do? Oh, right, we do. Good day, Falcon. Good day, Inspector. Good day, Severine. Falcon always was a little pig-headed. Maybe he feels off-put by working with us roosters of justice. Or maybe I dare say he feels sympathetic to the rebel cause. In any case, I should probably start my investigation into the croque monsieur. Not so fast, Monsieur Cocorico. There's something we need to discuss. I must say I'm a little disappointed, Falcon. I know that the inspector is an unlikable nincompoop, but I was hoping that we could look past it and accept his offer. If not for the glory of serving France, then for at least, you know, money. I think you misunderstand, Sparrowson. We aren't going to be sitting here twiddling our thumbs. But we don't have a case. No, but we have plenty of work to do. We must find this so-called croque monsieur and track down the rebels. Huh? You rejected the inspector's offer, but you're going to help do the work anyway? I'm confused. Knowledge is power, Sparrowson. Let's say we manage to learn exactly where the rebels are meeting. What could we do with that information? One option would be to offer our services to the rebel group. When they are inevitably arrested, we can defend them in court. Another option would be to blackmail the rebels directly, extort them for money in exchange for not giving out their addresses. I don't like this discussion. Aren't we supposed to be the good guys? Well, if we wanted to play it perfectly straight, we would just give any information we find directly to the inspector. At least for now, we do our investigations without having to play by the inspector's rules. That's true, I guess. I'm supposed to be the random one here. Alright, you've convinced me. We'll uncover the identity of the croque monsieur, and we'll track down those rebels. And then we'll play it by ear. Yeah, we'll wing it. Ah, bird joke. Wow, there are a lot of places. What's Les Hall's? Okay. So that's the only one that is not a time consumer. Oof. A lot of choices. So we could go to the Louvre, but I don't really think the Louvre has much to do anything with this. We can go to the library. Maybe the library knows something about that. The Palais de Justice is the High Court. I don't think going to the frickin' thing can work very well. Chocolate Emporium? I have no idea why I'd want to go there. The bar, that might be a good place to start looking. The R&M Associates might be a good place. Chateau Crenier, an impressive manor house with an Albert Garden. I don't know why I want to go back there. Prison has detained, accused, and the condemned alike. The newly. And then the hospital. Oh yeah, we wanted to go to the hospital to pick up the bill. There he is, Sparrowson. Go ahead and say what you need to say. Excuse me, Dr. Fowlerat. I just wanted to thank you for,
giving me an antidote and making me well and stuff.
It is no trouble at all. Sparrowson, was it? Of course, there was a small matter of the debt.
Right.
Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 francs.
Falcon, can I get some advice in advance on this month's pay and next month's, and maybe the months after? Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He will allow you to pay. He will surely allow you to pay in installments.
Of course, of course.
Oh, thank goodness. With my current wages, I should be able to fully pay off your debt by the 20th century. Hey, your pay isn't that bad.
Now, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. You monsieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I will be able to knock down the bill a little bit. Maybe to say 100 francs.
Well, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind?
Debt collection.
Oh, God. Oh, no. We're going freeform in this. Like, all of a sudden, this game is opened up to, like, I don't have a court case or anything. You're kind of just winging it, right? Freeform. And, like, so now it's interesting because it's like, it really is like, I don't know what my ultimate goal is here. So does it sound fun or does it sound time consuming? Debt collection can be fun. It can be quite exhilarating because people typically are not very happy with you. Why is someone writing an article about Mass Effect 2 5 days ago? Goodness. That actually sounds quite fun. It'll be a nice change from this Monsieur Croque Monsieur nonsense. Yes, give us the details, Doctor.
There is a man I treated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting his bill ever since. I wouldn't normally peruse medical bills so aggressively, but I know this man is a successful inventor. He can easily pay to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings.
Well, I'm not making any promises, but we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute.
Dabbing the roo.
Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Docteur. We will dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt.
Wait, I didn't agree to that.
Every waking moment.
Are you Monsieur Gustave Trove?
I am. And you are?
We're lawyers sent on behalf of Dr. Farret. We're here to collect the debt that you owe.
It's time to pay up, Monsieur.
Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I'd be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? I know. I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It is a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field.
I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget.
No. Trust me. This baby will easily be worth 10,000. No. 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it.
Oh, right then. Hand the device over and I'll pass it along to the Dr. Felleright straight away.
Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet.
It's not finished?
I know exactly what needs to be done, but I am missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had time to spare, you could help me out, run out and collect what I need.
What? No, Monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then you should do it yourself. Falcon, please help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. All right. Don't need to get panicky. We'll hear the man out at least. Great. I'll take notes. What is it you need, Monsieur?
Let's see. I need a copper pot.
A pot? As in like a saucepan? Like what on earth for?
It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electric battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid, accompanied by a copper surface, a current is generated.
Save me the scientific mumbo jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to require. One
Copper pot.
Oh, the copper part's important? Okay. One copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those. I've seen copper pedal at Las Hell's Market, although those things aren't cheap. I can't help but feel I saw a copper pot somewhere else.
What else? String. High-grade string to bind components of a device together.
Seems simple enough. I imagine the Hell's Market would have something like that in abundance. Can we really afford to blow our whole market budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have loose thread on my jacket. Take it.
The string must be higher quality than that, Monsieur.
I need something that's fishing line grade. Yeah, a fetch quest, right? Ugh. Oh, I see. Is there anything else you wanted, Monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps?
No, that's everything.
All right, I've gotten it all written down. I feel a little conned. We came here to collect the debt and I left with a shopping list. We're going to follow through and get Monsieur Trevet's items, right?
We'll see.
What a view. You could see July columns so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You heard news about the croc, Monsieur, or is this about the other matter? Here you go. As requested, the full register of who entered Paris Law School and the full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names that you recognize? Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Rabington, under the class of 1846. And there's J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see JJ's name, but I'm not sure quite what that implies, Inspector. The explanation is simple. Falcon changed his name. Of course she calls him Falcon. Alright, I'm gonna screen the call for a moment. I kind of figured that was gonna happen. I tried to call my mom at like frickin' 3 o'clock and she wasn't on the phone, so now it's like she's calling me during the stream, which is kind of why I wanted to call her before the stream. Bleh. The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution. And why would he do that? Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico,
You and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he is a bird of prey. It is his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into Croque Monsieur? There is one more thing. Take this. A pistol? No thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours. I am well aware. I just find these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's what everyone says during peace. That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine. I'll keep a hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you've been most helpful. I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Alright, what else do we got here? He needed what? Copper pot and I think I'm just gonna continue down the invention and paying back the debt threat because I don't want to get involved in no rebellion, especially now that the frickin' inspector is on my butt about it. So we should go to the or whatever the heck it's called. The halls, was it? Okay, so we need a copper pot and a piece of string. What options do we have? I see Sacha Spider Silverware Store. Too pricey. Let's take it down a notch. Okay, how about that place over there? Harry Hippopotamus's Pottery and Haberdashery. That name just rolls off the tongue. Still too pricey. We're buying for a mad scientist, not the Queen of England. What about that stand? Ruse Odds and Ends. I like it. Go for Ruse Odds and Ends. You can't be beat. Looks cheap, and I even see a copper pedal in the back. Now we're talking. Excuse me, madame. Oh, it's a Aussie. Wait, those two look familiar. I recognize you. Weren't you two begging outside of Chateau Crenier a couple of weeks ago? Oh, I didn't know she was a kangaroo. I would have gave her an Aussie accent. I thought she was like a deer or something. Dang it. Oh, yeah, that was us. Thanks for your generosity, monsieur. We put your money to good use, see? We started a business. At Ruse Odds and Ends, we sell everything. I suppose the congratulations are in order. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy. So, what do we get as a discount? A discount? Well, we did help kickstart your little enterprise. I suppose we are investors of sorts. Oh, sorry, messieurs, no discounts. You gave us a donation on the generosity of your hearts. Because you're such nice people. But maybe we can help you out. What was it you wanted? May we see your copper kettle in your stall? How much is it? 30 francs. Alright, we'll take it. Here's your money. And here's your kettle. Pleasure doing business with you, monsieur. Copper kettle has been added to your evidence pocket. Anything else? Do you have any string or fishing line? Here we go. A nice long string of strong thread. Looks to be 10 meters or so. Would that work? I think so. How much? 15 francs. Sounds good to me. Here's your money, ma'am.
And here's your string. Pleasure doing business with you, monsieur.
Wheel of string has been added. Was there anything else? That's all, madame. Thank you for your help.
Be sure to come back if you forgot anything, monsieur.
Come back soon.
Yeah, we just actually got a good snow. The last time we got a good snow was, what was it? God, when was that? Christmas. We like got one really good, like, few feet of snow in Christmas time. And I wasn't here for that because I was, at the small gathering at my family's house. I did drive back to a lot of snow though. And then there was, and then there's just now. No, I'm just gonna pay whatever the Roo asks for. Like, I had a suspicion also with the thread that if I declined to pay for the thread, I probably could have gotten it from here, from the fisherman guy. But from the quote-unquote fisherman guy who's not really a fisherman, who doesn't like to be called a fisherman. Anyway. But I just wanted to cut a day off of my time and also
Come in. Oh, it's you two. You managed to gather the materials I need?
Yes, monsieur. The string and copper pedal, exactly as described. Here you go.
What? What is this? A fancy kettle? It's made of copper, I suppose, but what an odd choice.
It was a little tricky to procure the necessary items, but with a little bit of asking around, I managed to find the suitable substitutes.
There's a general store down the street that sells string and discounted copper pots and the like. I assumed you would have gone shopping there. Well, no matter, no matter. Give me 1 minute and I'll finish assembling the device. Ta-da! May I present to you Gustav Trov's magnificent Explorer Extractor Surgical Device. Trademarked it, patent pending.
It's a pair of kitchen tongs hooked up to a stewing pot.
Agreed. I wasn't expecting something low-tech and, well, bad.
Perhaps a demonstration is in order. 1 moment, if you please.
Psst, Falcon. The thing looks like junk. This whole fetch press has been a waste of our time.
I suspected the man was delusional from the very start. It would explain why he's been treated by a mental health professional. There's nothing to be done, though, so let's humor Gustav until we get the opportunity to leave, cut our losses.
What about my medical debt?
Time for a demonstration. Get ready to have your stockings blown off, monsieurs. Ahem. So here we have a regular piece of meat. Imagine, if you will, that this is a soldier.
Okay, the meat is a soldier.
An oddly shaped and potentially tasty soldier.
And here we have a small piece of iron. Imagine, if you will, that this is a musket bullet ball. So our soldier is wandering through the battlefield, not a care in the world, when all of a sudden, BAM! The person has been shot. The musket ball has been embedded in the man's flesh.
I'm scared, Falcon. He slammed the metal into the meat like a madman.
Quick, monsieurs, you're a battlefield medic. The soldier is wounded, and you have precious little time. What do we do?
Battlefield surgery, mouth to mouth, too late, he's gone. Well, I'm no surgeon, but I think most doctors would feel around for the musket ball fragments and carefully remove using a scalpel.
How archaic, how slow, how imprecise. Now I hear you wondering, Monsieur Trove, surely there must be a better way. Bam!
He's like, oh God. I wasn't.
Well, wonder no more. Behold, the Explorer Extractor. Watch as I power up the device. And then I move the detector component over the meat.
Is that thing humming?
It is, monsieur. When the electromagnetic component of the Explorer Extractor detects a piece of iron, the device vibrates and emits a soft hum.
I must say, I'm actually impressed, monsieur. A device that can detect metal beneath flesh? That's innovative. I've never heard of such a thing before. Yeah, but why limit it to battlefield surgery? You could repurpose the thing to be some sort of treasure hunting device.
That would make you really rich.
Hold your horses, monsieur. Hold your horses. I have not done yet. You've only seen half of this device's capabilities, the exploration part. Now, you can witness the second part. Extraction.
Did that thing just... Yep, suck the bullet like a pip from a grapefruit.
Behold! The original piece of iron moves swiftly and precisely from the flesh. So what do you think? Pretty revolutionary, huh?
I think that meat looks a lot less appetizing than before. It's practically exploded. I have no idea what to think. Monsieur Trevor, you are a strange and terrifying individual, but I cannot fault the innovation of your device. We shall pass it along to Dr. Aviary and let him determine its worth.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm sure the good doctor will approve.
I'm hungry. Let's pick up some steaks on the way back to the office. Let's not. Alright, so what do we got? The next thing to do would be... we need to go back to the hospital, right?
Oh, you've returned! Were you successful?
Well, Monsieur Derev didn't have any money, but he did give us something he claimed to be extremely valuable. Go ahead, take it. He said you could keep it.
What is it?
Monsieur Trevaux called it the Explorer Extractor. He said it would find it would revolutionize the medical field. I don't quite understand how it works, but maybe I could demonstrate to you if you had a piece of meat and a lump of metal handy. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I sent you to retrieve owed money. Instead, you returned several days late with this.
Child's toy? Just forget it. Forget the whole task. It was foolish of me to rely on private attorneys, and it was foolish of me to assume that a crazed inventor could produce money when asked. Keep your toy. Good day, monsieurs.
So do I get a discount on your bill? Dr. Aviary, about the discount? Oh, he's gone. Sorry, Sparrowson. It doesn't look like you'll be getting your discount. Well, there goes my year's wages. So, what do we do now? Go back to our investigation onto the Crux Monsieur and the rebels, I assume. We wasted precious time on this fool's errand. Alright, well, at least I didn't lose any time that day. Well, that's fine. I'm sure it'll come in handy. I'll have to extract a bullet from somebody or something at some point. I guess. I mean, why would you give it to me anyways? So, where was a good chance thing to start investigating these guys? I think this would be a good place to visit. The R&M Associates.
Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson. I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mercy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea?
Of course, Monsieur Vopis, of course. Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Charlemagne? Darjeeling, maybe?
Actually, some Darjeeling would be divine. Thank you, Mercy.
Sure, Darjeeling sounds good to me too. Okay, one pot of Darjeeling coming up.
Let's get down to business. What is it you two came here for?
We have a couple of questions. Have you heard of a person called the Croque Monsieur? And no, we're not talking about the sandwich, unfortunately.
The Croque Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure almost anything, no matter how illegal?
Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him?
Me personally, no, monsieur.
I just know he has a vile reputation. I see. Then what do you have any ideas on where we can find him? Meeting the Croque Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work on my own. Come back in 3 days, and I will tell you where I can find what you can find, where and when you can find the Croque Monsieur. That's an enormous help. Thank you, Monsieur Valpice. Of course, there is a price. A price? It's just a small fee, a mere 30 francs. Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is this any way to show your gratitude? Monsieur Valpice, you have to understand that this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country. I am sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee you will find the Croque Monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say? How much money do I have? Oof. 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 Spent all my money at the store. We'll take it. Here you go, Monsieur. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croque Monsieur can be found. Rest assured, I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Valpice. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Monsieur Valpice, have you heard of rumors of an uprising? Of course. These days a man cannot walk into any tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. What can you tell us about the dissenters, specifically? Do you know where they are meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, Monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else. That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Valpice. Adieu, Monsieurs. The tea is ready, Monsieur Valpice. The tea is ready, Monsieur Valpice. It's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy. Oh, bother. Alright, so he's guaranteed us a position with that person. But where else can we find information about these gatherings and things like that? I think a good place would be the bar. Hey, R the Wolf, how's it going? Thank you, thank you. Stream's been going quite well, actually. Ooh. Ooh. I gotta get used to coming in early on Saturday and doing this now. I think it's the bar, right? I think the bar would be a good place to look. Or any other places I can look? I think the bar would be a good place to look. No, no drinking. Bad Falcon. Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place to go. Is the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds. Remember, everybody, support your local tavern. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, it's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer? I'm afraid that it's just questions for now, Madame Quenelle. We're here looking for a man called the Croque Monsieur. Have you seen him? Just ask that outright. No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay, have you heard of any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course! This is a tavern, hun! If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics, where else would they go? That's true, but has anyone stood out? Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying that they are or they're not rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean.
I think I do. Thank you, madam. Let's see where to go. Select a room to investigate.
And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going on to keep them though.
Carol, you know that she hates being called mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again.
Oh, right you are. The madame it is then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why would she call her the madame?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
No way! She would straight up eat me alive if I asked directly.
Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, monsieurs? What were you two talking about before we rudely interrupted? Well, I would like to include you in our conversations, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business. Yeah, I did. Like last time, I gave him some generic voice, but I'm like, I've got to do it. I've got to just go full ham with this one. As a matter of fact, it is our business. You see, we want to fight alongside the rebels.
We do? Listen here, you.
Hold on, Pinheiro. Let me handle this. Listen, monsieurs, I've seen you two around a couple times. We're acquaintances, I suppose. Now, I don't know who you are, but I do know that your line of work involves a fair amount of investigation. Therefore, I must assume that you're some sort of detective or prosecutor. Am I far off the mark? Well, as I thought. Now, I don't claim to be part of any secret rebel alliance. I've never heard of such a thing. But if I were a member of such a hypothetical group, I would not allow the entry of a man of the law like yourself. Understood? My god, like this guy is really intelligent and I'm giving him a goofy voice. It's just great. Damn, that's a solid shutdown. Yeah, I'll try asking something else. Monsieur, have you heard of a man called Falcon?
Falcon, wait. There's a slight chance these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might get scared off.
Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Monsieur, I see that you're carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it? Good question. See, most hunters here are carrying old French Charlevilles, but this beauty is something special. I'm not much of a gun person too, so I don't know if I'm butchering that. See, it's American, from a Springfield Armory, model 1812. Percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must be hard to procure. It's true, you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers. But if you know the right people... Please go on. Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear this from me, but I met the croque-monsieur. Actually, it would be foolish of me to explain in public. It would be much easier for you to take this. The Book of Judges. What is it, some sort of law book? The book's subject is not important, just take it. Oh, I see. The Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you...
Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are supposed to... are what we use to pass around people with code phrases, don't we?
Code phrases?
Piero, please, I'm trying to be low-key. And I can't do that if you're gonna mouth off of that beak of yours.
Right you are.
Trying to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire.
Is that a religious metaphor?
No, monsieur, I'm being very literal.
The Book of Judges says, man. Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea what we're supposed to lead me to a gun salesman.
Oh, I see. Well, I hear that there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he'll be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage.
Are you sure this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me.
I assure you, I'm as secular as they come, monsieur.
Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll take note.
Was there anything else you wanted?
Thank you for your assistance, monsieurs.
It's nothing! Get out of here already!
You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do.
I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Alright, so how much francs do I have? I have 9 francs. I need to gamble.
Oh, the big fool's returned. Here to play some cards, monsieur.
Sure.
Very well, then.
Of course. Alright, I get 1 game. Yeah, they're old muskets. We have 6. Alright, hit me. 14. God, 14 is what? I always end up at 14 and I always hit and I always lose. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So 1 more hit. Alright, stand. This is not a good number. 1, 7, 18. Damn it. I'm out of money.
Unlucky, monsieur. How unfortunate.
Shall we have another round? Oh, let me see how well he does when I'm broke. We might have a problem. It appears I don't have enough money.
That's most unfortunate. Probably should come back when your wallet's grown a little fatter.
Damn it. Anyways. Are we ready to hit the road?
Yep.
Let's make a move. Alright. Oh, it's February 1st. We're almost catching up to today. Alright, so we gonna go to the cathedral? That's a house. Is that the Louvre? The library. Court. Notre Dame. There we are. Yeah, it snowed here too. I've got to shovel the driveway tomorrow at some point. Finally, I've only had to do that. Like I've had to shovel twice this year, I think, so far. But one of them wasn't even that bad. I wouldn't even count it as shoveling. It's more like spritzing. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of the Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffoldings line much of the crumbling outer walls. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were a religious type. Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mysterious friar. Do you think it's that hunched-over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks rather super suspicious. Could be. Let's sew some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar. Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson?
Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins, or perhaps wish to join in our services?
Actually, Friar, we're here because Falcon, that friar, he looks eerily familiar. Now that you mention it, looks a little like looks a little like the guy who delivers our posts, doesn't he? What? No, that's not what I meant. And how does he look anything like a postman? Am I going mad?
Your friend appears to be upset.
Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like a judge we once met.
Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see.
Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say you had a good relationship with Romulus?
We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in a bit of trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks.
I see. Didn't mean to pry.
It's no trouble. But tell me, why are you here, my brothers?
All right, we had a couple questions. Friar, we have something we'd like to show you. Did you take a look at this? We heard you could give special passage readings.
Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 2 to be particularly enlightening.
Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2.
This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who have angered by Samson's notion of justice. Could you read the passage?
Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went atop of Mount Ephraim. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them.
As they have done unto me, I have done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree?
It's poetic or it's barbaric. I'll let you guys choose that one. And I'm going to grab a drink. Basically, an eye for an eye it's basically what they're talking about here, I do believe. Poetic. Everyone thinks it's poetic. Okay. It's poetic, a beautiful summation of justice.
You understand the passage. That's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair of files and endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a Sophet. were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Atam. There's the name of the cave where Samson hid, the rock at Atam. Atam, got it, I'll make note.
It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What does this have to do with this? What do we have to do with this keyword?
That's for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I am sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth.
We'll see what we can do.
Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession.
What's with all the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on?
That's right. A little repair, a little renovation.
It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the revolution.
But now we are well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory.
The cult of reason? The religion of Christianity? Hey Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult?
Don't be rude, Sparrowson. Don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To young people, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they?
Pretty much.
Then maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk about cults and ideologies. Did you want anything else?
I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar.
Go in peace, my brothers.
It's Groundhog Day! Not in France. Only in some weird places in the Northeast Americas. Anyway. Can we repeat this day over and over and over again? 3 days, he said, to return back, right? So this has been it's been 3 days. We went to the bar, we went to that, and now we can go back to him and see if we can... Monsieur of OPs, you've managed to dig up some good information, I trust.
There is good news and there is bad news.
Hit me with the bad news first.
The Croque Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who doesn't know a secret password. And I'm afraid I'm unable to secure that particular password.
I see. That is a problem. So what's the good news?
If you want to meet the Croque Monsieur anyway, I've learned that he lurks around the Rue de Marots on Friday evenings.
The Rue de Marots. God, English. No, not English, but foreign languages I'm not good at. Marmosets. The Rue de Marmosets. Oh, the Monkey Road by Notre Dame. That's easy enough to get to. I apologize that I could not be any more help. That secret word is probably mates, or that Atam's word. It's no problem at all, monsieur. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue de Molsens on Friday. I'll be there. And I think we know what the password is. We do? Come on, Falcon. Don't be a bird brain.
I shan't delay you any longer. I'm sure you have a lot of investigative work to do.
That we do. Thanks for your help, Monsieur Lopez. Yeah, I do know what it is. Woohoo! I'm a day early, so I'm not gonna like kill a day and then go to that. So how should I kill my one day that I have? Should I go to the library, go to the Justice Hall, go to the chocolate shop, the Canard joint? Like that's the bar, right? I already been there. It's Atam's. Atam is probably the password.
I think we'll go to. I don't want to go to that mansion. I don't think that's useful. I think I want to go to the prison. Maybe the prison would have something useful. Why did you come here, Falcon? You don't have a client to defend. I had a thought. If we want to find criminals, we should probably talk to a person who deals with them every day. Ah, I get it. You're looking for Quark, that pesky jailer. Where is he? Could be his day off. Maybe we should come back another time. Oh, well, that was a waste then. The humble library contained formidable things. Palace of Justice, Notre Dame. So what's the... It's near the thing, right? Ah, there it is. Is that him? Must be. Excuse me, monsieur.
I don't recognize you fellas. What's the password?
The password, Eat him.
Oh, I took you fellas for bird-brain cops. But you actually know the secret password. So what do you want?
Well, let's start with introductions. You are the croquet monsieur, are you not?
That's the croque, monsieur, to you. Mon Dieu. People always get the pronunciation wrong.
I'm not really hearing the difference. In any case, Monsieur Croc, Monsieur, my name is...
Don't tell me, you idiot. Bringing up names can mess up an entire meeting. Why do you think I use an alias? Just tell me what you want. Drugs, guns, explosives, slaves. Come on, I don't have all day.
Well, to be honest, what I really want is... information about the rebels, a fancy gun, what have you got, or a cheap gun, I want to buy a lot of them. The 1234 is a classic password. One, two, three, four, five. Spaceballs. Mega Maid. Anyways, do we want a fancy gun? Do we want a cheap gun? Or do we want information about the rebels? I think that's what we came for, but I don't know if we want to say it straight out. Alright, I'll just go for information then. I know you've been supplying weapons to a rebels group. I want to know everything. Who are they? Where are they meeting? What they brought from you?
If I sold out my customers, it wouldn't be good for my reputation, now would it?
I suppose that's true.
Just kidding. Money beats integrity any day.
Good thing I brought 4 francs.
Pay me 500 francs and I'll give you the dirt.
500 francs for information? That seems a little steep.
Steep? This intel's probably worth 50,000 francs to the Parisian police. I'm giving you a bargain. Listen, you pay me the full 500 right now, and I'll tell exactly where you can find the rebels.
Do you take checks?
Very funny. And no, I don't take pocket link either. It's cold, hard Napoleons only.
Well, well, well.
Saint Monsieur, it's the fuzz. Cheese it.
Well, wait, Monsieur Croc, Monsieur, come back.
Never fear, Falcon. I'll tail the dastardly fellow. Don't get too close, Sparrowson. That crocodile's got a gun.
What's all this ruckus? Playing cops and robbers, are we, JJ?
Are you blind, Servian? That was the Croc Monsieur. We were on the crux of extracting some vital information about the rebels, but your smug entrance just ruined everything. That was the Croc Monsieur. I never would have guessed. You don't sound very concerned. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm quite impressed. You managed to track down such an elusive criminal. But I have something more pressing I wish to discuss with you. More pressing than finding the rebels? Perhaps. JJ, I want you to enter this question sincerely and honestly. Did you go by a different name prior to enrolling at the Paris Law School? What? What does this have to do with the rebellion investigation? Or anything to do with anything for that matter? I would appreciate if you just answered the question, JJ. I want to hear it from your own beak. Have you ever gone by a different name? Yeah. I don't deny it. A man has the right to change his name. Indeed, a man does have that right. But why would a man do such a thing? If he was priorly... Don't detonate me, asshole. God. I'm right, man. Come on. I don't appreciate your accusatory tone. You sound like Inspector Volerty. Wait, that's it, isn't it? The inspector ordered you to dig up some dirt on me, didn't he? Answer me, Severian. What's going on? What did Inspector Voleretti say? Man, that croc can run. It appears you two are making solid progress in your investigation into the rebel group. I'll be sure to let the inspector know. Where are you going? We haven't finished our discussion, Seravan. We have. I've learned what I came here to find out. Good day, JJ. Good day, Sparrowson. What? What was that all about? It doesn't matter. Severian's just poking his beak where it doesn't belong. Heh. Nosy. Blighter. So, tell me about your little adventure, Sparrowson. You lost Croc Monsieur, I take it? Yeah. He looks like a stumpy reptile, but he ran like a gazelle. I lost him in no time at all. I see. Well, with Croc Monsieur's lead gone, our investigation has reached a dead end. Not entirely. He dropped something during the chase. He dropped something? Like what exactly? I'll show you. Follow me. I think you need to do more exercise, Sparrowton. Don't judge me. Ow. 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 Mon Dieu, what is it now? Muscle cramp? No, my foot's hurting. I think I got something in my shoe. Well, grit your beak and bear it. This is all around where you say you saw the crocodile drop something, right? Yeah, somewhere around here. Let's put our investigative hats and find whatever it is. Oh wow, this is like the first time I had to do this for a while. Noah's Bar. All animals welcome. Except mosquitoes. You bloodsuckers can go get your fix somewhere else. Noah's feeling's pretty strong about mosquitoes, huh? Well, he has a point. I'm not saying all mosquitoes are bloodsuckers, but... Whoa, Falcon, keep it classy. I'm just stating facts. The sign is difficult to read. The paint is faded. Trottle fruit here? Tiquid fruquidier? There's no way that's what it says. You just made those words up. All words are made up, Falcon. Does that street lamp look broken to you? Yep, I think all the lamps in the street have been vandalized. The ground is covered in glass and broken panes. Oh, that explains why my foot is hurting. It does? Ooh, there's glass in the sole of my shoe. I must have trodden some shards while chasing after Croque Monsieur. Oh no, my good shoes are ruined!
Well, I wouldn't say good. You paid 20 cents for them. I mean, like 1 franc?
File this away in the evidence folder.
You want me to file away the broken glass?
Yep, I'm filing an official formal complaint to the government. Their faulty street lamps has ruined my shoes, and I am owed compensation.
I think the government officials have better things to worry about than your 20-cent shoes, Sparrowson.
We'll see about that.
Are you satisfied? We have real evidence to find.
Yeah, this. This is the thing Croque Monsieur's shop dropped.
Another receipt. It's a list. 40 muskets, 20 pistols, gunpowder, 3,000 musket balls, to be delivered to the sleeping city. This is an invoice. I don't see any names on here, but given contents and qualities, the goods are probably intended for the rebels. Excellent find, Sparrowson.
It was nothing.
But the sleeping city, where could that be?
Well, it's a city that sleeps a lot, so somewhere in Spain would be my guess. Hacha!
I'm pretty sure the location's not a literal city. For one thing, we already know where the city where the rebels are gathering is right here in Paris. The sleeping city is a code phrase, like a riddle.
A riddle?
Well, I'm stumped, and hmming isn't getting us nowhere. We must find someone who can solve it. We need a person knowledgeable in all matters of riddle and puzzles.
I know it all, huh?
Precisely. In the meantime, I'll file this away for safekeeping. Croque Monsieur's invoice has been added to your evidence folder. You think the croc dropped something else? I think that's it. Oh, what's that? An empty cart. Somebody scrawled the word desecrates on it. The owner's name, perhaps? Descartes?
I don't think so, Falcon. See the graffiti on the wall behind you?
Deswall.
Somebody thinks Des funny.
Catacombs? Ah, catacombs is good, I thought. How much money do I have? I have 4 francs still, right? Yeah. I think we're done here.
Okay, I guess we can come back if we think we've forgotten something.
Alright. Well. Oh, we got a thing here at the La Lyon. Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle?
Don't call me that.
My apologies, mademoiselle, madame. But what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable?
It's dark, cramped, and there is little, and more than a little macabre, but it will do.
Excellent. I hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured your weapons are safe.
Tell me, Friar, are we really doing the right thing?
Of course we are, madam. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts.
Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country. When the time comes, I'll be the one to pull the trigger.
Alright, so we gotta go to the bibliothèque. Give him the riddle.
Do you think Knighton likes riddles?
Of course, all librarians like riddles.
Seems like a bit of a stereotype, that's all I'm saying. Stereotype or not, we have to hope it's true. That boffin is our best chance of getting to the bottom of this. Time to put on our polite faces. He's here now.
Good day, Dromio and Dromio.
Why, good day, monsieur. It's a pleasure to see you again on this fine day. Tell me, kind monsieur, do you like riddles?
Of course.
Here's one for you, messieurs. What has 2 mouths and 4 ears and talks twice as much as it listens?
It's you, messieurs, you. You come in here yammering and yelling and stopping and never stopping to close your beaks for 1 minute.
Oh, ha ha ha. Very good, monsieur. Laugh, Sparrowson. We need to get on his good books. Oh, God, why?
What was that?
Sorry, I can't fake laugh.
Ha 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 ha!
Ha! Ha 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 ha! Final Fantasy X. The fake laugh that is quote unquote poor voice acting when it's actually no, they are fake laughing, and that is the purpose of that scene. It's not bad voice acting. Anyways, oh mon dieu.
Stop this farce.
You monsieurs have some inane riddle you want solving, so let's hear it. Go on, spit it out. Alright, well, if we were to say this place is the Sleeping City in Paris, where would it be?
That's a new one. The Sleeping City.
Got it. Really?
Of course, the riddle was trivially easy.
There are plenty of locations that could be called sleeping cities, but only one place earns that title in Paris.
Oh, and where would that be?
We know the answer, of course, obviously. We're just fact-checking just to make sure you got it right.
Think about it, monsieurs. What kind of city is inhabited only by those who sleep all day and night?
Hey, Strangelove, congratulations on getting it right. I got it! Spain! Don't be daft, Sparrowson. Spain isn't a city, but perhaps the monsieur is referring to the capital of Spain, Madrid. Nice sleepy place.
Spain, Madrid. You two are remarkably dense, aren't you?
Sleep is a metaphor. Actually, it's one of the most powerful metaphors in the history of literature. It symbolizes death itself. The sleeping city obviously refers to a city of the dead, a necropolis.
Think, monsieurs, think. Use your puny avian brains. Do you have any necropolises in Paris?
Of course, the catacombs, the winding tunnels of dead that lie beneath our feet.
Very good, monsieurs. That's the first semi-intelligent thing you've managed to say all day.
Yay! Good job, Strangelove. You picked up on that one faster than I did. You have more questions, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Can you give us a brief rundown on the history of the catacombs?
The centuries of Paris are overflowing. The cemeteries of Paris were overflowing by the end of the last century. It was a mess from what I hear. To great space, King Louis the Roman numerals 16 ordered for old skeletons to be excavated and to be put into the unused mine tunnels underneath the city. So a little renovation and many years of hard work, the mines were successfully turned into a submarinium mausoleum.
So what? It's basically a grave for a few thousand skeletons?
Millions, more like. Don't underestimate the size of the tunnels, monsieurs.
I know that the bourgeoisie like to tour the catacombs, don't they?
Correct. It is quite the bourgeoisie tourist hotspot some 20 years ago.
But if you're hoping to pay a visit, you're too late. The church had all entrances sealed very shut recently. Why would the church do that?
Believe it or not, they consider the turning of a mausoleum into a tourist attraction to be in poor taste.
Oh, right. They shut down all the entrances? Really? Surely there must be 1 or 2 left untouched.
If there is such an entrance, it is not public knowledge.
I see. I think we're done here for now. Thank you for your time, Monsieur. Good day. If the sleeping city really is the Paris catacombs, then there must be some way to get in. An underground tunnel network would probably be connected to the city sewers, right? We just need to find the right manhole and boom, we're in spooky, scary Skellington Town. With shivers down my spine, they shake your sarcophagus and make you lose your mind. I don't know if that's how the lyrics go, but that's a good idea. Or maybe it connects to the Seine. Perhaps some swimming is in order. You two dunces are going to get yourselves killed. If you really wish to visit the catacombs, you best off asking those responsible for the closures. The dead people? The church, monsieur. The church would know if there's any unsealed entrances still exist. Oh, right. Alright, we gotta ask the church. Uh-oh. Did you sneak out of the Louvre again? I keep telling you, my brother, you can't risk being seen. There's too much at stake. But the good word must spread, my brother. We need as many supporters as possible. No more sulking in the shadows. No more cowering in the dark. We must rise against our oppressors. Oh, and before I get... Here's your pen back. I borrowed it. Again? What happened to yours? I lost it. So careless. Don't sweat the petty things, brother. Let's just focus on moving the obstacles that stand in the way of our father's dream. Right. Like an annoying little bird who seems to be poking his beak into our business. He's dangerously close to uncovering our secret. You want me to take care of him? It would be in our interests. I have a trap in mind, but... Ah, someone's coming. Go hide. Ah, my brothers have returned. What can I do for you today? A confession, perhaps? Actually, Friar, we're here for a little information. We want to know about the catacombs that lie under Paris. The catacombs? You don't want to go there, my brother. It's a wretched and haunted place. I'm sure it is, but we want to know that the church was responsible for having that. We know that the church was responsible for having this entrance's shield shut. So we figure there must be a super secret fire-only entrance that only you know about. A secret entrance? That's an interesting idea. You know, you're not the first birds to have asked about that. We aren't? Yes. A cockerel paid a visit yesterday. Perfect posture and snooty one-eyed scowling. The first, a prosecutor, I think he was. Anyway, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. If you venture into the catacombs, you will not return. Understood? Loud and clear, not really, or was that a threat? Was that a threat? No, just a friendly word of caution. We wouldn't want anyone to get lost in the endless maze, would we? Now, if you will excuse me, I have a sermon to prepare. Be on your way. Damn, another dead end. Ah, it's catacomb dead end. Dead end. Maybe it's time we wrap this up. We can go tell the inspector what we found and call it a day. Don't quit just yet. Well, imagine if I managed to take something from the friar's pocket when he gave his little warning. Seriously, again? It's becoming a bad habit for you. Well, go on then. Let me see what you pilfered. This. You found this pen in the friar's robes? Yep. Interesting. Actually, this is more than interesting. This is amazing. This is the exact same pen that Judge Romulus uses. It even contains the same green ink. Huh. Do you think it's the exact same pen, or do you think Romulus and Remus have a matching set? I honestly don't know. But I do know that this may come in handy. I'm going to keep a hold of it. We are still at a dead end, though. My gut tells me that the friar is hiding something. but I can't let him. I can't get him to cough it up. It's not like we can beat information out of him. Let's go do other stuff, and maybe we stumble across more clues. Maybe you're right. Let's go. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Palace of the High Courts, chocolate, that thing, chateau. That's the thing. Prison. Excuse me. Maybe you could find something around the back alleyway. No sign of Croc Monsieur. I think we scared him off in our last encounter. So what do we do now? Do you want to investigate the area I chased him through again? Sure. Yep, I think we missed something. Let's take a second look. Ow. 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 Okay, we looked at that, we looked at that, we looked at that. Guess we wasted a day. Alright, so we don't have to do anything there. Maybe there's something along the river here. Maybe we can find a entryway here.
Well, 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 if it isn't the rude lawyers. You know, you owe me, big guy.
I owe you?
Yep, my fishing line snapped when I dragged you out of the water the other day, and I had to buy a new reel. So, the way I see it, you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1,000,000 francs for saving your life.
I don't have 1,000,002 francs.
Really?
You look so bourgeoisie.
Well, right, I'll tell you what, 2 francs for the line, we'll call it even.
Fine. Here, 2 francs. Consider it a gift of gratitude for saving my life.
Much thanks, monsieur. Now, why are you here?
Why are we here? Oh, right. We have some questions. Have you ever heard of a man, the Croc Monsieur?
A man called Croc Monsieur? Nope, doesn't ring any bells. That's a strange name, though. Did the man name himself after a sandwich, or was the sandwich named after him?
I have absolutely no idea.
I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. The Sparrowson. 2 slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham.
Stop. You'll give us all heart attacks. So, caught anything good?
Today? No, not a kipper. The new fishing line is really good, but I don't have good bait, so it's practically useless by itself.
That's quite an issue.
So if we were to offer you some bait, would you be able to lend us some line?
I guess. Sparrowson, why would you even ask that? You don't even have any use for fishing line.
Just checking the possibilities. You never know what we might need fishing line in the future.
Why would you ever need fishing line? Actually, don't answer that. You're ridiculous, Sparrowson.
Maybe I can help you with something else.
Okay. I could have gotten fishing line here. That's kind of what I assumed.
Bye, fisherman. Hey, I hate being called that.
Don't ever call me that. That seems to be highlighted. Uh-oh. There he is! That's the rooster who shot Croc Monsieur. I think we're getting close to unraveling this whole rebellion nonsense. Let's not dawdle, Sparrowson. We're nearly there.
Alright, let me just deal with this letter first.
Spam?
I don't think so. It's from Cocorico.
Severin? Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. Let's hear it.
JJ,
If this letter reaches you uninterrupted, that means that I have been captured or killed by the rebels.
what? Last evening, the inspector gave me a tip-off of a midnight trade between the rebels and the Croque Monsieur on Rue de Marmousets. I intend to watch from the shadows, but I know that such a mission is a dangerous one. Wish me luck. If this is the last correspondence you'll ever hear from me, then I suppose I should end on a positive note. Falcon, you are a good friend and an excellent lawyer. I'm sorry for belittling you all these years. Kind regards, Saravan Cocorico. Is this for real? There's no way. This letter has to be some sort of setup. It's Saravan's handwriting. So where do you think he is? I don't know. Why would he go alone? I don't know. But we have to help him, right? I mean, if that trade was at midnight last night, it's 10 o'clock now, he might still be okay. Maybe. I don't know. Come on, Falcon, pull yourself together. You have to act fast when there's still time on the clock. Sparrowson, I have a bad feeling in my gut. Well, yeah, me too. This letter is terrifying stuff. No, you don't understand. I know that if Saracen isn't already dead now, he will be very soon. And there's nothing we can do about it. What are you talking about? You don't know that. I do. I'm certain. We've messed up. We missed something. We've overlooked something vital, and now Saravan's is sealed. You're spouting defeatist nonsense. Come on, Falcon. Let's go to the Rue de Marmousets. We might find a clue. Did I mess up? Come on, Sparrowson, keep up. No time for wheezing. If Cocorico was last seen around here, then there must be a clue nearby. Right. Bassen's Sanctuary. Come for all your writing needs. Whether it's paper, ink, stamps. What are you doing? Stop procrastinating, Falcon. Cocorico's life is at stake. There's a pool of blood here. It looks fresh. Cocorico's? I see drag marks heading behind the tunnel, which leads straight to the Seine. If I were to guess, someone was killed here last night and their body was hastily disposed of in the river. But I see several sets of bloodied footprints too. Some are faint, but they head that way, towards the main road. So he could still be alive? Let's see where the footprints go. Here? The footsteps lead right into the Notre Dame? It seems that way. Unbelievable. Where's a friar when you need one? Forget the friar. Let's keep following the blood trail and see where it ends up. Wait a minute, Falcon. Shouldn't we get the police involved before we go any further? That would be smart, or the police can't be trusted. What do you guys think?
See, this is one of those games that I do like it, and that, like, I think I've been doing okay. I mean, I think I've been doing somewhat above average as far as, like, getting information when I need to get it. But, like, there's the obvious thing of, like, you know, what if there's something I did miss and the things could have turned out differently. You know, there's enough openness to the game where it does feel like you start to question whether or not you made the right choices or not, which is good. Even if things are preordained and such. So what do you guys think? Police can't be trusted, or should we get them involved? I mean, if this is Cocorico that's been harmed, I would think we'd want to involve them. But We're at 6 people, guys. Woo! I'm so special. I got 6 peoples. 6 peoples watching. Instead of watching footballs. Is that tomorrow? I think that's tomorrow, though. So Buffalo is not like I live near Buffalo. Buffalo didn't get in. It's kind of like a mixed blessing, though. It's like this is the closest Buffalo's gotten to the Super Bowl in like since I was a kid. Like literally back when it was like Dallas Cowboys versus Bills. But police can't be trusted. Okay, so we have one that they can't be trusted. But yeah, but it's kind of a mixed blessing though, because it's like if Buffalo was in the Super Bowl, then basically there would be all sorts of partying going on around here, and like just like the vectors for coronavirus would just go up in my area. And so it's kind of lucky that it's not happening, because then it's like, okay, maybe people will not have like these big grandiose parties, you know, watching the big game, and that means that the amount of coronavirus, you know, going around wouldn't be as bad, right? So we have one saying that it would be smart to go to the cops, and one saying that it wasn't. You guys aren't helping me. Ganovo, you gotta be the tiebreaker, man. You gotta be the tiebreaker, Ganovo. Come on. Tell us what you want. Tell us what you think. All right. All right, well, I think it'd be smart at this point. That would be the smart thing to do. Why don't you run and find a policeman and I'll go ahead. Nice try, but I'm not abandoning you. Aww. We have no idea what could be ahead. Hey, wait up. That leads straight down to catacombs.
Man, I'm famished. When is that mouthy parrot gonna relieve me of duty so I can go grab a snack?
Trail keeps going. Isn't that the Kanjian gatekeeper Quack?
It's Quark, you dummies.
I had no idea you were a religious man, Monsieur.
I'm not. I had a career change. Private security pays much better than being a regular old jail keeping anyway, you know?
Monsieur, I don't have much time, so I'll keep it brief. We're following a trail that leads to the door behind you. We need to let us pass.
The door behind me? Huh?
Yeah, idiots, that door leads straight to the catacombs. You don't want to go there. Catacombs.
And besides, just because I know you doesn't mean you get in, and doesn't mean I'm just gonna let you pass. I've got a job to do. I have integrity. I've promised to act as a guard, and that's what I'm doing.
You want a bribe, don't you?
Bingo, what you got?
Here's 10 francs, which I don't have. Here's a present, and here's my fist. Sad thing is I would have had like 15 francs if I had connoisseur. So here's a present, here's 10 francs, here's a fist. That's the options we got. Fist kinky. No, not there. In his face. In his face. Not in any other places. I'll give you 5 good reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are good reasons. Alright, present. It must be tiring just standing there all night and day. I bet you would love something to eat.
Now that you mention it, what you got?
Huh, I don't have food. Oh, I don't have chocolate. Oh. Well, glass, maybe. Here you go, Monsieur, for your troubles.
What the hell is this? I don't want any useless junk. Give me something good. Hey, what are you doing?
Monsieur, perhaps I wasn't clear. I am short on both time and patience. Are you going to tell us... Are you going to let us pass, or do I have to beat you until you're unable to stop us?
Jeez, no need to get violent, big guy. You can pass. The door's right behind me. Go on.
That's the door to the catacombs? It's that simple?
Yeah, it's that simple. What were you expecting? A hidden bookcase or something? Go on. Go look. What idiots. They're walking straight into a pitch-black maze without even a torch. I wonder, will they get lost and starve, or will they find the crazy lion girl and get shot? Either way, ain't my problem.
Upon entering the doorway, Falcon and Jared find themselves at the top of a stone staircase that spirals into the abyss below.
Hey, here goes nothing?
They begin to descend.
I knew an underground passage would be dark, but this is ridiculous. I can't even see the hand in front of my face.
Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, Sparrowson. Ah, I think that's the last step. Now it's just twisted tunnels ahead of us.
I think I should take up smoking. If I smoked, I would have a match right now to be able to see where we're going. Plus, you know, all the health benefits. And I would probably be calmer.
Oh, God. This was yeah, that's time accurate, right? All the health benefits of smoking. Yeah. 1800s, y'all. Keep it together, Sparrowson.
I know. I'll unravel this loose thread from my jacket.
We can trace the stream back and find a way back if we reach a dead end. Ah, good thinking. Just like Theseus and the Minotaur.
Wait. There aren't any Minotaurs here, are they?
Head of a bull, body of a bull, scary stuff. That's not... Actually, never mind. Feels like there's a gap in the wall here. I guess the path branches. I can feel a slight breeze coming to the passage on the left. The air seems more stagnant to the right. So you want to take the breezy path or the stagnant path. But remember, if we choose left or right, we need to maintain going left or right from then on out. So which way do you guys want to go? To the breezy path to the left or the stagnant path to the right? 9 out of 10 doctors approve smoking. Oh, God. No. So if I went to the chocolate thing and bought a chocolate bar for money, I probably would have had a thing to give to him to pass. Breezy. So we're going to take a left turn. Okay, we'll do left turns. There's a chance the breeze could be caused from moving. Head that way.
Hey, Falcon, I don't want to dump on you or anything, but when you threatened Croc back there, it was pretty scary.
Scary? Not really. Croc's all talk. I knew there was no chance he would fight back.
No, I wasn't scared of Croc. You. I found you scary. I've never seen you get so angry before.
Severan's life is on the line, Sparrowson. Forgive me for showing a little emotion.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, it looks like the path branches again.
Are my eyes going funky from the darkness, or is there a glimmer of light coming from the right path?
No, I see it too. There's definitely some light on that side. We're going to keep going left. So, let's go this way.
Into the dark? Screw that, Falcon. We're going right. It's definitely getting lighter. I could see my hands again. But that just might mean that we're getting close to the exit, right? Maybe maybe this has all been a wild goose chase. Hush. Listen. Voices. Voices. We're getting close. Wait, Falcon, aren't you scared? Terrified. There they are. I'll ask one more time. What is your name? Are you with the police? The royal guards? Speak, bird. Man, Burmart, we've been here all night and he simply ain't talking. He didn't react to coaxing. He didn't react to torture. Maybe it's time to, administer some justice. Justice. That word. Oh, the rooster finally crows. You want to know who I am? Fine. My name is Servan Kakriko. I'm a public prosecutor for Cor de las Cisas. Well, Sir Sebi, it's been a pleasure, but we can't be having any spies running around our base of operations, can we? So without further ado, I hereby send it to you to... Wait a minute, Piero. This ain't no ordinary spy. 'Cause he's a prosecutor? No, because he's the bastard who condemned my father 10 years ago. Whoa, are you sure? I had my suspicions when I saw his smug air of arrogance, his holier-than-thou glare. But now I know his name and occupation, there is no doubt. Do you remember, Bird? Do you remember the trial of a homeless lion in the winter of 1835? What was your father's name? Jean Belmont. What were his crimes? His only crime was trying to feed a starving child. He took a handful of vegetables from a grocer's stand, not out of greed but out of the sheer desire to see me survive. But he was seen by a policeman, another arrogant cockerel like yourself, actually. So my father was thrown in jail. He was dragged to court. I had the privilege of watching the proceedings from the stands. I remember your sharp words. This man is a thief. This man is a scoundrel. He deserves the harshest possible punishment for his crimes. You didn't care about the consequences. You didn't care about why my father did what he did. All you cared about was filling your lust to see a criminal behind bars. My father received a sentence of 5 years. He died on his third. Do you remember him? Mademoiselle, in all my days as a prosecutor, I've seen over thousands of cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. You rotten carnad! We're all insects to you, aren't we? Who cares if a child starves in the streets, as long as you put enough criminals behind bars to meet your quota, am I right? Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. Severin Kako, you have been tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on counts of conspiracy of murder of the cock Monsieur and of the murder of my father, Jean Valmont. Oh, I've been found guilty. Mademoiselle, if you want to shoot me so you can fill your revenge fantasies, by then all means shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. A court of justice? Now there's a contradiction. Bird, you know nothing of justice. Friar Ramus, read the man his last rites. With pleasure, madam. Falcon, we gotta move and make a move. Say something. This is a big one. Do we speak up, Hal, or do we stay silent? Whew, this is getting intense.
Or maybe I should leave it for next time since we're already 3 hours in. Ooh, cliffhanger. If I were a good streamer, that's what I would do. I would say, we'll find out what happens next time. Right? I'm gonna leave it there, actually. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's been 3 hours, so I think that's a good place to stop. And we will see you guys next time. What will be Kogrico's fate? Will justice be that? And be sure to come with an answer next time. Cliffhanger, cliffhanger, cliffhanger. Anyways. See you guys next week. This next episode will be on the 13th at 5 p.m. Be sure to set your watches to make sure that you don't miss whether or not the poor rooster is going to crow his last crow, or if we'll be able to save his sorry stuff. Same legal time, same legal station. See you guys next time. Maybe I'll set up my card. Maybe I'll set up the next actual stream thing on early enough next time. I accidentally forgot to even set it up this time before I had to actually do it. You know, me being me. All right. See you.